Hi, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for May 23rd to the 29th. Ooh, focus. Okay. I feel like there is, there's like this, I want to say simple goal. And I think what that kind of means is like having a very focused intention on something that we want to move towards, or something we want to accomplish, something we want to call into our life. And I feel like a lot of the things that are maybe centering around either helping us to go towards that goal or hindering us is your soul focus right now. So I also feel like a lot of you may be healing some deeper, I'm hearing like family dynamics. So that may only resonate for some of you, but that did come up as I was tuning into your energy for this week. So there may be something here about family, or something that may kind of show up as like a family pattern or a cycle that we're working on healing, because I feel like it's going to help move us towards something that we're wanting, or something that we're desiring for our life here. So I also feel like a lot of I'm also seeing that someone's like really focused on their healing path, their healing journey, and they're just everything that they do and everything that they are incorporating into their life is helping them to manifest a new beginning for their life here. So there's very clear direction, very clear intention towards a new beginning is what I'm seeing. So let's see how that's going to play out for this week. Okay, what's coming up for Aries this week here? The Knight of Cups. Okay, what else? The Ace of Wands. See, I love that. Right? New beginning. I feel like there's a lot of clarity about what that is. Yeah, and determination. So someone here working very hard toward achieving what they want. There's a lot of passion, a lot of determination, a lot of drive, willpower to go towards what one wants. There's also a lot of tenacity is what I'm hearing. Strength. There's a lot of inner strength. Really having to tap into one's inner strength to get to where they want to be, where they want to go. Okay, Knight of Cups. What is this knight feeling passionate about? What is the cup with this? Where is this knight headed? I feel like this. The Fool. Okay. A new path, a new journey. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. So I'm hearing like a new way of doing something is actually what I'm hearing here. So someone kind of finding like a new way of doing something, or maybe like a new way of living their life, like maybe like doing things differently this time around is what I'm hearing. Approaching something differently, doing something differently, no longer needing to approach a problem, an issue, or something that they want to accomplish in their life in the ways that they used to do them. So I kind of feel like someone has gone through some massive inner transformation, some enlightenment, and now they're kind of seeing how maybe some things that they've done in the past may not have really led them to the place where it was totally in alignment with who they really were. I feel like there's something here about allowing oneself to just, kind of change. I'm seeing something about like changing a method, or changing the way they work, or changing the way someone does something here. What else do we need to know about this Knight of Pentacles? What is this Knight of Pentacles moving towards? I know it's something that their heart truly desires, something that they love. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So then we have the Two of Wands. So this is being at a crossroads. This is about choices, decisions. This is also about okay. So this is actually, I feel like someone here has already made their choice. I don't feel like this is something about choosing between two different things. I think that this is more about watching and waiting for the right time with the Two of Wands. I'm really strongly getting that feeling here. It's like someone here is sitting up on this mountaintop and watching down from a distance, and kind of watching and waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time to make their move. And it's interesting because we also have the Ace of Cups. So this is about love. This is about being in love, falling in love. And I feel like there's someone here who is waiting for the right time to come forward with their cup of love. 10 of Wands. What is this 10 of Wands for this? I feel like we're talking about a King of Wands here. What is this 10 of Wands? The 6 of Cups. Yeah. So I kind of feel like this is about a connection from the past. So this is something that someone has been carrying with them for a very long time. It is something it's like their burden to bear, their cross to bear is almost what I'm hearing. So someone who feels like it's almost like they resign themselves to, I'm just going to carry this with me for the rest of my life because there's nothing I can do about it. And I feel like there is someone here who's ready to finally do something about it. There's someone here who's ready to, again, change the way that they approach something or change the way they do something to create a different result, right? Yeah. So there's strategy, there's trying to figure out how am I going to get from where I am to there? So how am I going to get from A to B? So there's a lot of thinking, a lot of strategizing, but also a lot of waiting and kind of trying to carefully plan out one's next moves or next steps. And also waiting for things to come into balance. I feel like that's something that is important here for some energies to come into balance. So I really feel like there's a waiting game actually, as at the same time as someone is kind of waiting for their perfect opportunity to come forward with their cup of love. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. See, then again, we have, look at that. We have the 7 of Swords and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is all about putting your energy towards the things that you want to see grow, towards the things that you want to. I also kind of feel like there's something that someone is wanting to bring back to life because it kind of looks like here that there's been this, I kind of get this sense that something's been abandoned here. It kind of feels like these weeds are dried up and they're kind of old and, you know, like someone's just kind of abandoned the land and hasn't really worked towards it. But I kind of feel like someone is starting to put energy towards this thing that they want to see have new life, to kind of see it grow again. And I also feel like there's a shield of protection around it too, with these branches kind of allowing one to gently allow themselves to kind of have the patience to let something grow here, especially with the 7 of Swords. So as we have the 7 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles together, I feel like with the 7 of Swords, I'm not seeing a deceptive energy here. I'm seeing more strategy. I'm seeing kind of like this unseen energy of feeding something that no one else knows about and you can't really see on the surface, but there is this energy being put into something that they want to see grow, but it's a secret, you know, it's not something that they're revealing to anybody. So with the 7 of Swords, this is all about strategy. This is all about doing things in a way that is, you know, it's for the sake of protection is what I'm seeing here. So there's something that someone is protecting with everything they have to allow something to grow because it's where their heart belongs. They know that this is what is meant for them. It's something very dear to them. So that's the energy I'm seeing here. Okay, so the Ace of Wands. So what do we need to know about this new path for Ace? Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands here. So something about the home life, something about could be marriage as well. What do we need to know about this Ace of Wands and the 4 of Wands for Aries? I'm hearing about creating one's own home. Okay, so something about, again, I'm kind of being brought back to healing like family dynamics. So I'm almost kind of seeing that someone here is wanting to establish like their own legacy in their life. Like they want to create and build their own home with their own way of doing something, you know, like their own. Like, for example, if maybe, you know, we grew up in a home where we didn't like some of the things that we were taught or we didn't like some of the way things were handled. It's like someone here, I'm kind of feeling like the more in touch they get with themselves, they're kind of seeing like, I want to create my own thing. Like, I want to do things in my own way. I didn't really like the way I was taught. I didn't like this and that about what I experienced. And I want to do something differently. I want to establish something that is just more in alignment with what I've learned in my wisdom from my life, and being able to have that's something I truly want. And I kind of feel like there's a deep desire for this person to have that, and that maybe have been something that they either didn't get to do or they didn't realize they wanted. So I kind of feel like someone here is getting in touch with something that they really wanted that for themselves, or they do want that for themselves, and they want to kind of work towards building that. So that may only resonate for like one person, but that's what I'm picking up on here. Ace of Wands and Four of Wands. The Four of Swords. Yeah, see, it's like as a result of someone really sitting with their self, someone who is deep in their thought, who is in meditation, who is resting, kind of it's almost like they're coming down from this high of being around other people, is what I'm seeing here. And again, take it as it resonates. It may only resonate for like one person, but I feel like there's this energy of someone that may have been or spent a great deal of their time being around a lot of people. And it's almost a way of, it was almost like a distraction, but they didn't realize it. And how much of they may have absorbed. So this person could be an empath. And sometimes when we're unaware that we're an empath, it's hard to know what is truly ours and what is another person. So we could fully take it on as ours, like another person's ideals, how they feel, how they want. And we spend enough time around them, we really start to kind of absorb a lot of that and it becomes part of us. And so I feel like there's someone here who is finding space. They're finding like this quiet time to just kind of be with themselves. And they're realizing how much of what they thought they wanted for themselves was actually other people's wants and needs and desires. And it's just kind of this being entangled in all of that. So it's almost like with this Four of Swords, someone is becoming untangled from all of these projections of maybe the people that they've been around. And they're realizing how they actually want different things and they never really may have gotten the chance to explore that or to ask those questions for themselves. So there's someone here that's really coming into their own and getting to know themselves in a different way and realizing what they truly want is very different from maybe what they have thought they wanted or they learned that they're supposed to want. So there's something here about that here. What else do I need to know? Yeah, see? Ten of Swords. So see, this is the thing. It's like there is this experience because the things that someone has taken on is not authentic to them. So it's like it's almost like you're off alignment. And those kinds of experiences tend to result in some painful experiences because they're not authentic to us. They are almost, other people's manipulations, other people's agendas, other people's thing. And we get all wrapped up and entangled in them. And so someone here, as they're sitting in their own space in this meditation and this rest, they're kind of untangling themselves from everything that they may have surrounded themselves with for quite some time. So there's definitely an awakening or a liberation from that here. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. So there's like this passion that's awakening within someone here. They are ready to kind of like do what they need to do for themselves. So there is also a strong vibe of self-love here. This is also about really fighting for what one wants and what one truly is connected with. Yeah, see, look at the Tower. So these foundations or these epiphanies, these realizations that someone is coming to, it's like, oh my gosh, everything that's around me feels like, why does it not feel like it's my life? Because I feel like someone may be looking at their life and it's like everything is mine, but it doesn't feel like it's mine. And it's almost like they're seeing how it's not because it was actually never my dream. It was somebody else's that I took on as mine. So take it as it resonates, but that's the strong message that's coming through here. And I feel like someone is realizing that. They're seeing how much of maybe like other people kind of living vicariously through them kind of thing, like a parent, and then realizing like, why doesn't this feel right? Like, I feel like I did everything right and I did everything I was supposed to be doing. So why doesn't it feel right? And so someone is like, being able to separate from those two things and seeing things more clearly there. Yeah. So again, Page of Cups. So this is about returning to an authentic part of us. This is about returning to our inner child, talking to our inner child, connecting with our inner child, and asking our inner child, what did we want when we were kids? Like, what did we love? What were we passionate about before the rest of the world came in and told us we couldn't have those things or be those things or feel those things? The Lovers. And of course, I feel like there's going to be a significant connection here that mirrors that, because that's what those connections are about. It's all about us coming home to ourselves. And it's about reflecting those wounds and those, having those insights about where we are in our life and what it's trying to teach us and helping us to grow through that. So a lot of these very significant connections that we have, these, twin flame kind of connections, they help us to get to know ourselves better and to make those necessary changes changes, so our life is more in alignment, and we come into this this wholeness within, which is what it's all about. Okay. Yeah, so then we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Hermit. So I feel like, again, this awakening that someone is going through is also helping a Queen of Wands energy come out of their own hermit space. So there maybe have this Queen of Wands who has spent a great deal of her own time. And again, this is just energy, so take it as a resonance. It's not about gender. But this Queen of Wands energy, so someone who is highly creative, highly passionate, is coming out of their own hermit mode. So someone that may have spent a great deal of time in isolation in their own spiritual journey, in their own spiritual awakening. And something is happening here for this Queen of Wands who is ready to come out and to kind of maybe become more out in the public. Maybe there's someone who's expressing themselves, someone who is highly creative, showing their art, showing their work kind of thing. There's something changing here with this Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like there's something here about as this Queen of Wands kind of comes out into the open more and allows themselves to shine, the more it attracts this King of Wands here. Let me just pull one more for this Wheel of Fortune and I'll move into the King of Wands. What do we need to know about this Wheel of Fortune? What is this sudden change? We have the King of Pentacles and the Devil. There you go. Judgment, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. So this is about the truth coming out. So this is the sudden change. This is going to like set a domino effect in the terms of energy, and it's going to create some massive shifts. The truth about something, revealing the truth. I feel like there's a King of Pentacles here who is, again, healing through some significant things in their life as well. I feel like both, of course, both energies are healing, but there is a truth. There is a reveal of truth here. And so whether that comes in the form of communication or just an insight, could even appear in like a dream or maybe through a message that someone receives. But I feel like there's some kind of truth or something that gets revealed, something that is brought to light, that is this Wheel of Fortune event that is going to kind of set something in motion. It creates a change. It creates like a catalyst of change in this connection or in this dynamic. So let's go into this King of Wands here. What do we need to know about the King of Wands here? What's he all about? The Moon. So again, kind of moving in the dark. This King of Wands is allowing himself, I feel like he's really surrendered to the unknown, actually. I feel like he is allowing himself to just like let the next step appear in front of him. So I feel like in the beginning, there may have been a bit of resistance, a bit of a fight to kind of go on this journey. But I feel like there's this comfort that's kind of coming in with this King of Wands, willingness to go down this unknown path. Okay. There's a Three of Cups here. So I feel like there's a lot of this King of Wands is actually having to hold his ground as well. I see him in kind of a bit of a defensive energy, but I feel like it's out of, again, self-protection. So I feel like there's a lot of influences around this Three of Cups. Around this King of Wands that is a bit distracting or tends to knock him off his balance a bit. So this could be another partner. This could be family. This could be just responsibilities, work, whatever it is. It's like the energies that are circling around him that is almost like training him to hold his ground and to set his strong boundaries with others. So this is something I feel like he actually needs to learn. I feel like this King of Wands is learning this. To allow him to kind of have his own opinions about things or know what he wants for himself and not allow other people to project onto him or put their projections onto him and have him just kind of take that over. So there's something here about this King of Wands that is really learning how to overcome this. And I feel like part of that moon is like something that he didn't see about himself, something that was hidden from him. He's noticing this about himself on how maybe he can allow himself to really get entangled in other people's stories, and he's learning to set those strong boundaries here. So that's very powerful. Yeah, see, Five of Wands. So again, having to stand your ground, having to stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, not being swayed by other people and what they want for you to do. So this is very, very powerful here. I feel like this King of Wands is really stepping. It's helping this King of Wands really step into his power here. transforming him into that Emperor energy. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. So it's like knowing what they want. Because the thing is, it's this focus card, there's clarity about what one wants, you know? So that's their first, because that's your goalpost. That's the end goal. I know that this is where I want to get to. This is what I want. This is who I want. This is the connection that I want. This is the career that I want. And so even though I'm right here, right now, I know in my soul that I now have clarity that this is where I'm supposed to go. So anything that comes in between that, in the meantime, on my journey there, I will know what to hold my ground in. I know where I need to say no. I know where to say yes. So there's a clarity about how to navigate the path by knowing where we are kind of wanting to end up with this 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's somebody who is fighting for this 10 of Pentacles. They're fighting for a connection. They're fighting for a career. They're fighting for the life that they truly desire for themselves, and not something that has been imposed upon them by other people. Yeah, 9 of Swords. So there could be some worries and fears around, will I get to my 10 of Pentacles? So what's a guidance message here for Aries about that? Yeah, 6 of Swords. I love that, actually, because that's away from chaos. That's being able to climb ourselves out of that 9 of Swords hole, being able to allow ourselves to separate ourselves from that mental conflict or things that have caused quite a bit of chaos and unrest within someone here. What else do we need to know about the 6 of Swords and 9 of Swords? One more. The Page of Wands. Yeah. So there's like this new way of doing something. This is rediscovering one's passions. And I feel like it's coming from being able to separate oneself from some energies that someone is around. So take that as it resonates. If it's not for you, and maybe someone that you're connected to or someone that you're dealing with. So just, take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate, then it's probably not your message. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So this is again about watching and waiting for the right moment, the right time, strategy. And so I kind of feel like someone here is very focused on and very determined and very focused on acquiring something that their soul is kind of guiding them towards. And I feel like there is a lot of development happening here. There's a lot of clarity coming in this week about what that is, where we want to go, and also the healing that's happening by allowing one to kind of separate from the energies that are around them. So, okay, let's go into some oracle messages. Okay, guidance message for Aries this week. Action. Beautiful. Yeah. So putting things into action, kind of making some movement forward. There's a lot about expression here. I feel like someone is kind of allowing themselves to express themselves more. And I feel like that Page of Wands is also that expressive card. So this could also be something where we are allowing ourselves to reconnect with things we loved to do when we were younger. It's almost there's a really beautiful inner connection with, I'm really strongly feeling like inner child, because I feel like that is helping someone to guide them home to themselves. So that is very beautiful. And like, I just happened to look at the bottom of the deck and it said self-reflection here. So I'll put that there. Yeah. So this is all about really getting in touch with who one is, really getting in touch with that authenticity. Beautiful. Now is a lucky time. I love this. And I love the fertility of this card. This is about being able to have the power is in our hands, that we are powerful to create the change that we want in our life. And this is also a really good time to manifest a lot of those changes that we want in our life. Again, I feel like there is something here that's going to kind of, it's almost like going to really, it's almost like an event or something that someone says, or an awakening, like an insight. It could come in a dream. There's some kind of sudden thing that kind of comes to light that will set some kind of energy into motion. It'll move things forward. So maybe keep your eye out for that. I feel like it's just going to show up in a different way for different people. So yeah. Okay, so very beautiful reading. There's some profound healing and some profound changes that are happening here. A lot of it I feel like is happening on an energetic level, but it will show up physically soon, I feel like. So I hope this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next week. Bye, Aries.